Let's hit the high road. Let's hit the high road. It's the first touch, strong connection. It lays deep in your soul. Feel the kindness strongly coming, 'cause you can achieve.
Hey, it's Nancy Yearout, and welcome to High Road to Humanity. And thanks for joining me today. Today, we're going to talk more about energy, and we're going to talk about the energy of massage, how to release some of that negative energy, and we're going to talk about the energy of music. And so I'm so excited that everybody's here today. And let me know in the comments how you're liking these shows, okay? So, first of all, I want to talk about the wildfires in California. It is Tuesday. And we still have fires going on out there. I want to send prayers, first of all, love and light out there to the people of California who've been affected by these fires. There's so many people who have lost their homes and everything. I did go online and see what the update is, so I'll bring you up to speed. It says that Southern California is braced for extremely critical fire conditions caused by a new period of Santa Ana winds today through tomorrow across parts of Los Angeles and Ventura counties as the battle to contain raging blazes goes on. So this continues on. Fanned by strong winds, the wildfires have killed at least 24 people and swept through 40,000 acres in the greater Los Angeles area. Now, the largest blaze, the Palisade Fire, has burned more than 23,000 acres and was only 14% contained this morning as it threatened Brentwood, Encino, and Westwood. This thing is just expanding. Evacuation orders are in effect for more than 92,000 residents of Los Angeles right now, and there's 89,000 acres in evacuation in the warning zones. So this just goes on. So I'm going to send prayers out to everybody. You know, when you lose everything, it's really crazy. It changes you. I can't even imagine what it would be like to lose everything. I know when I moved this year, I lost a lot of things, and things can be replaced, but people can't. And so prayers to everybody and to people who have lost their lives and people who have lost loved ones in the fire. Today, I really want to talk about the energy. It's really important that we understand how energy works. And, you know, the energy, negative energy, whether it's from, experiences or just being around people or whatever the case may be, we all get boggled down. We're made of energy. We have these energy fields. We've talked about it in the last show. We have chakras, and a lot of times the energy gets stuck. And that's when dis-ease can set in if it's not released. And there's a lot of different ways to clear your energy fields. But one cool thing is massage. And when you go have a massage, it is, gosh, it's like so rejuvenating. Now, I don't have them as much as I should. I think everybody should have them, every once or twice a month, whatever you can do. Even once every couple months would be fantastic, just to get the negative energy out of those tissues and, in between. All the tendons and everything, if you think about it. Now, I always ask my massage therapist where the energy's going. Do they send it to the light? Most people do when because they don't want to take on that energy. What happens to that energy? What happens to the negative energy that they're releasing? It could be some positive energy too. I've had the case where I've had a massage therapist where I just felt really drained when I left and realized they were pulling out all my positive energy because I'm a kind of positive soul who brings in the light every day. So you see, it can go either way. Isn't that interesting? So don't overdo it on the massage situation, everything in moderation, but just going and having them work on your muscles and releasing the tension. We tense up a lot, and it really does help. I do, like I was saying, I do ask the masseuse, I always say, hey, what are you doing with the energy? It's quite interesting to hear their answers. Most of them do say that they clear themselves very well or send it to the light, up into the light of God to be, dismuted into positive energy again if it's negative. But I've also had people say they don't do anything. they don't take it on. So it's really interesting. Everybody's different, but it's really healthy to get a massage. Now, when you massage somebody else, remember what I just said, because I've massaged people and taken on their energy and not realized it because I'm not a masseuse. You think you're doing a really good thing and you've taken on all their stuff and you don't realize it till afterwards. So that's something to watch out for. All right, I want to talk about the energy of music. And I want to mention really quick before I get into music is I do have a couple classes that are one's coming up. I forgot to say this in the very beginning of the show. It's level one, it's raising your consciousness. So if you want to get into some of the spiritual practices that I'm teaching here and even more, of course, it's on my website, nancyyearout.com. Also, my angel class is there. If you'd like to take it, it's a 3-parter, how to connect, or you can just pick up my book, A Guide to Angel Communication and Spiritual Law, or you can do both. I do energy healings. That's why I'm thinking about this, and I didn't mention it. So if you want an energy healing, you can book on my website, nancyyearout.com. I have taken classes and I do energy healing. I did the hands-on healing, and I'm sending out love and light to you guys right now. So, you can heal through Zoom, which is wonderful. In fact, when I took the class, I think it was, we did it on Zoom. It was really crazy. It was during the pandemic that I actually finally got certified, with my healing. So I just want you guys to know it can be done on Zoom. And I do use my crystal bowl in the healing as well. So let's talk about music. Another way that people's energy fields can be cleared, the vibrations of music, okay, the notes can really be therapeutic. And I want to start out with saying that what really surprised me when I put this book together, Wake Up, the Universe is Speaking to You, and I'm pulling some information out of my own book today to go over with you guys. And, the harp is the one that really stuck out with me for me with all the research. I did a lot of research when I wrote this book and learning about different aspects of energy. And what I learned is that when the harp is played, the vibrations of the harp string go into the body and it can balance the frequencies. So I found out about a lady by the name of Carol McLaughlin. Now, you may have heard of her. She's an award-winning professor. She's a healer, and she's in charge of one of the largest harp departments in the world. She is a renowned concert harpist, and she explains that when somebody has an area of weakness in their body, it means that they're not vibrating, it's not vibrating at its full frequency. So she conducted a healing experiment at a hospital's ICU unit. I want to share this with you. And she played her harp for a number of patients. And the result was a 27% reduction in pain without any change in their medication. Now, it's also been documented that she played for a man in a coma. And after 7 minutes, he took off his breathing mask and said, "Thank you." So another patient was ready to go into hospice, but after the patient heard Carol play her music, the doctor canceled the hospice plans. And because the patient's vital signs had improved that dramatically. So we should all have a harp. I would like to have a harp. Anybody's got one laying around. Anyway, so there is the International Harp Therapy Program that trains and it certifies practitioners to heal with the harp. And I think that is probably the coolest thing that I've ever heard of. And I just think it's amazing that we can be healed, And I had a harpist on my show once. You can go back and look on my YouTube channel. And, it's really interesting and it's beautiful. It's just so, so beautiful and so peaceful to listen to the harp, and even turning on your music and driving down the road. It's uplifting to sing, to hum, just to sing. It really will change your frequency when you hum. And people don't realize this, but it's absolutely the truth. Humming changes the frequency of your body. It balances your energy fields. It balances your chakras. So I just want to say that. I just think it's fantastic. Now, there's another way that people balance their chakras, and that's Tibetan singing bowls. And I pulled mine out today, and I started to record the show, and I realized it wasn't recording the sounds, and I don't know why. If the microphone's just not picking it up or what, but I'll try one more time. Let's see. See if I can get it up by the microphone. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it or not, but I recorded a little while ago and it wasn't recording the sounds. But these are Tibetan singing bowls. They come in different sizes. There's smaller ones, you see, and they're different colors. There's a different color associated with each bowl, and I have a set of them. And the reason I have them is because they balance me. They balance the chakras. Or if I'm doing an energy healing, I will use them to heal people's energy fields. Okay. Now, these date back to 560 to 480 BC. That's when the Buddhists really started using them. The Buddhist tradition of the singing bowls is also known, they're also known as the Himalayan bowls. So you may have heard them referred to as that way. And they're used in yoga, sound healing, religious ceremonies, and any kind of music therapy. They bring the energy of tranquility and peace to the soul. Okay, so that's what they do. And I like them. I think they're really awesome. And it kind of bums me out that I can't play them for you because it didn't really work out today. But this is why, you hear them in meditations, in meditation centers, like in monasteries, temples, you'll hear the singing bowls being played. Okay, because it's balancing of the chakras. You know what else is really interesting? And I've noticed this on TikTok, and I'm going to bring up TikTok really quick while I'm thinking about it. There is a gentleman, he's a Native American, and he's been playing his flute to balance each chakra on TikTok. And I've been listening to him, I'm doing stuff and I scroll to him and just let him balance my chakra. And, it goes back to the Native Americans and it goes back to the Tibetans. They use singing bowls. The Native Americans use the flute. And it's so calming and so beautiful. And it is balancing. It's balancing our energy fields. It's really cool. As far as TikTok goes, I want to bring this up before I forget about it because they're supposed to go off the air. And I've been on TikTok, gosh, for probably 3 or 4 years now. My grandson hooked me up with TikTok, and I have been doing angel readings. I do angel readings. I use my oracle cards and I ask my angel and I connect with God, with spirit, and I bring in messages on TikTok. You can find me there. And I've been doing it for a long time and I have quite the following. And they're going to ban it. Now, I want to give my thoughts on TikTok while I'm thinking about it here, because at first I was a little leery about it for the same reasons I think a lot of people are. We don't want people obtaining our information, that type of thing. But I will say, through the election, through this political cycle that we've gone through, and even before that, people have been able to communicate and see what's going on in other states, especially with the orbs and the drones and with the fog. Okay, that has been coming across the United States. All these different things have been documented. You know, people for some reason, they want to be seen and they want to tell their story, and they're telling it on TikTok. So I believe if TikTok is banned, there will be another platform where people can connect with each other, find out what's going on. I mean, the truth. I really feel like it's the truth, You can really get to know the truth on TikTok because people don't hold back. And there's some craziness, but there's also some really good content. And so either way, I'll be here probably doing my readings. I guess I will be doing my readings on my YouTube channel, and I'll start doing angel readings so you can watch them on my YouTube channel. And I do them live a lot of times. And if you want to ask questions, I don't think I'll charge. I might do a subscription or something to answer questions, but that's how I'm going to do it because I like doing angel readings. That's my kind of way of giving back and bringing in messages from spirit. And it really helps people and it brightens their day. So that's my feeling on TikTok. And I kind of want to get that out there today. So there you have it. So I want to talk about the crystal bowls, and I have a crystal bowl that I use in healing, but the use of crystal bowls in healing, it is intriguing. Olivia Melody, she's a renowned sound healer. I write about her in my book. She used the crystal bowls for healing, and here's a quote from her. Here's what she says. When you use the crystal bowls, and just before I even read this, let me just say you can get them in any type of they could be amethyst, they can be any kind of stone that you want. It could be rose quartz. So I just want you to know they come in all different, the crystal bowls, any kind of crystal that you could imagine. And mine is actually Himalayan crystal salt. So, and they're all different vibrations. Okay. And I have the vibration of love. That's what I use when I heal. So when the sound moves through the atmosphere, it touches us. It causes our cells to move in different directions at a different speed in rhythm with the sound wave. Okay. This puts us in harmony with the sound wave, the world, and ourselves. So the sound penetrates into our very cells and it rebalances them through oscillation and resonance. Very, very important. This is really, really good stuff. I also want to talk to you about a gentleman by the name of Mitchell Gaynor. He's an MD and he's not with us anymore. And I'll tell you what, this guy, I've read some of his books and you need to check him out. He's the former director of the Medical Oncology and Integrated Medical Medicine at the Cornell Cancer Prevention Center in New York. And he was one of the pioneers of using this sound therapy to heal people who had cancer. And he used sound, chanting, music in conjunction with metal and crystal bowls as an addition to conventional treatment of cancer patients. That's really interesting stuff. Now, Dr. Gaynor is also a best-selling author. He's published numerous books, including The Healing Power of Sound, Recovery from Life-Threatening Illnesses Using Sound, Voice, and Music. And this is what Dr. Gaynor said regarding how we are healed in this manner. If we accept that sound is vibration and we know that vibration touches every part of our physical being, then we understand that sound is heard not only through the ears, but through every cell in our bodies. That's like when you go to a rock concert and you can feel it in your whole body. You know what I mean? Anyway, one reason sound heals on a physical level is because it so deeply touches and transforms us on the emotional and spiritual planes. Sound can redress imbalance on every level. So its functioning and can play a positive role in the treatment of virtually any medical disorder. And so you can see why I feel like sound is so darn important. Listen to music, hum, sing. You can heal yourself by singing, and it also uplifts your vibration. I don't know, growing up, my mom always sang. She was a singer, and she always sang to us. And I always sang to my kids. And I really think singing to children, just it doesn't have to be singing to children, but just singing in general really helps. And you don't hear people hum as much, you guys got to get out there and start singing a little bit more. Using our voices. Again, we can heal our own body with our own voice because it's the vibration of our own voice. That's why singing and humming and praying, but mostly, the singing and the humming can really, change things for your own body. One thing that I just find amazing is Om. Now, when I first started saying Om, it was just kind of like that. But now I really say Om, and I'm going to do it with you guys, and I want you to do it with me today. And it's often the first and last sound that you hear at a yoga class, but Om is the vibration of the universe. Okay. And a lot of times, I want you guys to do this with me. I want you to say Om, but when you do it, just let your voice go. Okay. And you'll see what I mean. Here we go. I'll do it once for you. And see how it kind of just resonated out there? So it just does. Okay. I'm making sure that you guys can hear this on my speakers, on my audio. Okay. So I'll take it up a little bit so you guys can hear this. Okay. You feel it kind of resonates? Like just let it go. Just go with it. You can feel it resonating through your body. You can feel it. You can actually feel the vibration. You just saying once or twice a week can really balance you. It actually takes up your vibration and you feel really joyful when you do it. It's kind of crazy. But I love it. I think it's great. So everybody needs to say Om, okay? And that's why it works and it's universal. And when you pronounce Om, it resonates through your body and your soul. So I want you guys to try it. It's kind of freaky, but you're not, because you're really not expecting this intense vibration, and it happens. So I hope everybody, and I want you to let me know in the comments if this stuff is helping you guys and if you tried any of this. I mean, it would really be awesome if you would just let me know in the comments how you feel about these shows that I'm doing. Just bringing forth this information, because I think it's really important that people know this stuff. Now, last week I talked about Edgar Cayce and I talked about the auras. This week I want to talk a little more about Edgar Cayce, because in that essay that I was talking to you that he wrote about color, he also talked about vibration of spiritual forces that should be able to help in healing our deepest and most subtle modalities, is what he says. So together with music, which is a kindred spiritual force, they form a great hope for therapy of the future, he said. He wrote this. Cayce wrote that the following are the musical tones that heal each chakra. You're going to love it. So the base chakra is Do, the root chakra is Re, solar plex chakra is Mi, heart chakra is Fa, throat chakra is Sol, the third eye chakra is La, and the crown chakra is Ti. So there you have it. Now, isn't that interesting that Edgar Cayce knew this too? He knew color and he knew music. The musical vibration would heal us. We really need to sing more. And I just want to say something, it really does matter what kind of music you listen to. So go with some upbeat music, try some classical stuff. Just it does matter. The words that they say, the vibration that comes out, try some, you know what I really love, which is so cool. When I went to Ireland many years ago, I love the Irish music and the Scottish music that you hear. And a lot of that stuff is really healing too. And it's meant to be. And you'll hear that in a lot of you'll hear the flute from the Native Americans, and you also hear a lot of the Celtic music. And a lot of that music is all very, very healing to the heart, to the body, and to the soul. So I just want to bring that to everybody's attention today, that music is a great healer. Massage is also a great healer because of the frequency and the energies that we're releasing. Okay, before I get out of here today, I do want to mention again about my Angel Connection class. It's a 3-parter. If you want to take it, learn to connect with your guardian angel, you can, or you can pick up my book, Guide to Angel Communication. What I'm working on today is Wake Up, the Universe is Speaking to You. So this is where the information that I'm providing you today is coming from. This is my first book that I put out. And if you guys want an energy healing, you can book on my website, nancyyearout.com. If you want a psychic reading, I do. I don't really use tarot. I use oracle cards. I can use tarot if you ask me, but I usually just use oracle cards, and I connect with God and my guardian angel, and I bring in the information for you. But you can book any of that stuff on my website. If you have questions for me too, please ask me. If you don't want to ask in the comments, email me, nancyyearout@gmail.com. Okay. So I'll be back again next week to talk more about the energy. We have more to talk about. I hope everybody enjoyed this session today. I send everybody love and light, prayers to the people of the fire, and God bless Trump. Let's hope everything goes well on his inauguration. Everyone take care and God bless.
Hold your head high, the world is coming. Watch the colors lift your soul. Connect the dots and keep the motion. Can achieve your goal. Let's hit the